Pam was so fucking beautiful and so fine. And I just feel like growing up as a chocolate girl, like, I don't even know if I was able to understand the greatness of Pam because of the light that...
Because if we take a look at the show, we take a deep dive, the only, literally, I think the only lightest person on that show consistently was Gina. And, you know, for a minute, was it White Mike or was it Sean, the DJ that was in there?
Yeah, the DJ at the radio
station.
Know
what I'm saying? Like they were like literally like the lightest two of the whole show. So you had Martin, you had Cole, you had Tommy, you had Pam, you had Brumman, you had nothing but chocolate all around. Right. You know what I'm saying? So how is it colorism when you got literally predominantly 99% of your cast is chocolate?
I will be honest. I think it's a lot easier as the son bringing a black girl home than a white girl bringing a black guy home. That would.
This was a pretty woman in 2025. She just hit a lick. She found her originally. She was out prostituting. Found her originally. Got in his feelings. Hit a lick. Got paid and kept it moving. Right?
DJ Quik is actually who everyone thinks Dr. Dre is. And then DJ Quik himself replied to him and said, finally, someone has the balls to say it.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone.
Demand that I give a certain amount. How are you going to demand that? That's crazy.
To say that you get more jobs outside of the Breakfast Club now without mentioning that you get them because the Breakfast Club is
You wasted a half a year in the campaign. And so where she, again, matter of fact,
microphone. Can you hear me? Yeah. It's the 43 y'all back up in it. And I told you right now, guess who representing? It's that 8x3 crew. I see through you. If you don't know why you acting so brand new. Literally, I really can't stand you. Drop the mic, yeah, I really claim too. Drop key, Yeah, let me expand your mind a little bit. It's this inconsiderate to those that be trying to act like you hypocrites. If you want to come up, you can end up on my shit list. My hit list is relentless as I approach. Right now, you don't want no smoke. Your boy 3R, I put you in the ER. Literally, you can't see me coming straight out the IE, fresh to death. Like I said, you better watch where the hell you step. We got DY3 ways handling his business. Throw your hands up, can we please get a witness? 3R degree, and I'm still right here. Let me go ahead and speak my mind real crystal clear. I say hi to all my haters, annihilate you, then I eat your girl like now latest. Stay with a flavor for later. I'll put you in timeout like bad behavior. Yeah, the flow is major. We are, and I still really got it. Like I said, I got my flow creeping out the pocket. If you want to know, we don't pay attention to the gossip. We just stay hard, ready to launch like rockets. You better stop it. Keep your eyes closed. For those that don't like me, you can get a black robe. And I suppose that you really hate this greatness. Go ahead and let me see how well you take this. Yeah. What's good, y'all? So wait there, we with that. Yeah, I feel loud like a mother sucker.
What's good, brother? Man, I'm chilling, brother. How you feeling? How you doing, man?
It's been one of those days, bro. One of those days.
Absolutely.
But we are here and we are in here, man.
Hey, that's it. That's all. Keep pushing, keep driving.
Keep pushing, keep driving. Man, why I feel like loud like a mother sucker?
Nah, you sound good. You straight.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you straight. You not loud. You know
all right.
I mean? We in there.
These headphones, though. How was your weekend?
Hey, man, it's been straight, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a pretty productive week, man. You know what I mean? Grinding it out, boy. That's what I do, man. Trying to grind it, get to Friday and be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all we can do. We just wait for the greatness, you know.
But not seriously, man. I got some of my goals accomplished this week. You know what I mean? Got a new campaign.
You launched that site, man. That site is dope.
Yeah, I got my first master class going tomorrow. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, so you know what I mean. We gonna see what it turned into, man. It's them 10,000 hours in the gym.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's see what it turned into. Cause boy,
who was there shooting with you in the gym?
Man, wasn't nobody but me and the queen. You know what I mean? She was getting rebounds and passing me the rock. You know what I mean? Nah, but seriously, man, it be that work, man. You be avoiding that can take you to the next level. You know, and I had to dial in, man, because I hate making content. Let me not say that. Let me rephrase that. I wasn't good at making content until I learned to make it. So I don't hate it any longer. I just wasn't efficient enough at it for it to be in my skill set. So I had to work on that. And that's exactly what I did, man. I was proud of myself. You dig? And you was one of the first people I sent it to, you know what I'm saying, to get your kudos on it. So I appreciate your insight because I made some tweaks and stuff to it based off of what you gave me. Because you are the content guru, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you and Jesse need to stop, man. I'm just learning this stuff as I go. I told you I'm just secretly a black nerd.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Nerds live long. You know what I mean? That's what that is. Nerds live long. Hey, yeah, I feel you, son. What's up, man? Big Rob in the building. How you doing, my brother? How you feeling? How you doing?
You already know. So my phone's trying to connect to the show.
Man.
So it's acting ratchet. I was trying to go. I was doing so good, so good. So right now, since my phone went to act ratchet, I thought I turned it off.
You know what time it is.
Saying?
You know what time it is.
You know what time it is. It just means it's time for some ratchet news.
Let's get it.
It's good, y'all. It's your boy Third Degree. We're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to speak on it. So let's go.
Well, kicking off the ratchetness, the whole family pulls up
in under 2 minutes after getting a text that an employee called their niece the N-word, as they should, and he got fired on the spot. Hopefully he got a boot up his ass too. Moving on. They're saying that 50% of women in relationships have a backup partner they could run away with, usually a friend, ex, or colleague, a study reveals. We shall talk about this. Moving on. Last weekend, Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested after a heated airport fight with boyfriend Christian Coleman. I thought she went to play for the other team. Anyway, shout out to her. I hope they worked it out. Moving on. There's a founder out there that creates black dolls with real human hair that can be washed, braided, and styled. She's teaching them early how to build a career. Salute, queen, salute. Moving on. Issa Rae hit with a federal lawsuit. Writers claim her $51 million flick one of them days was jacked from their script. We shall wait and see how this plays out. All right, moving on. Hey, shout out to y'all for your patience. If you see me posting a lot, it's just because I do these weekly challenges. As you can see, your boy don't play, right? All right, moving on. Lala Anthony keeps it real on filming X scenes. Who was complaining? Not I. All right, not a real heterosexual male, but moving on. Cat Williams warned Shannon Sharpe that a clear woman would ruin his career in 2 weekends, but he didn't listen, right? Funny. We talking about this actually tonight. Moving on. The homie Faison Love, aka Big Worm, facing felony after allegedly clocking hotel worker with a credit card machine. She didn't know about Big Worm? Hey, I hope this gets worked out because I want to see him in Last Friday, you know? All right, moving on. Women embrace the new trend of cheek dimple enhancements. Why? Moving on. In a reality show gone wrong, President Donald Trump calls out Charlamagne the God after his comments about the current state of the Republican Party. I guess maybe he doesn't like truth. And ironically, he went after Charlamagne on his platform called Truth. But anyway, moving on. Future says, when a man pays bills, it's normal. When a woman pays her bills, she's a queen of the jungle, independent, strong woman, Wakanda forever. He petty for this one. We may have a point. Moving on. Starbucks is getting rid of an ordering option as CEO pushes a turnaround. I wonder what that means, huh? Maybe they're getting beat out by Dutch Bros. Moving on. FBI arrests man over racist threat to unalive 30,000 black people in Cincinnati. Because one of those people could have been my family member, so may he rot in prison, you piece of shit. Moving on. Nick Wright explains why Kobe Bryant doesn't belong in the GOAT conversation. Quote, if you weren't the best in anything, how can you be the best ever? Unquote. Where did all this Kobe hate come from? Did he not count the 5 championships that he has? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to talk about this later. Moving on. Man ends 15-year marriage after wife goes viral with videos about what she won't do as a wife, including cooking for her husband. She quoted, my husband's mad because I refused to cook him breakfast this morning. I cook for me and my daughter only. You're grown, do it yourself. Sad that that's the attitude of a lot of women these days. Moving on. Shout out to Melba Soul Kitchen. My picture on Google got 10,000 photo views, and they've been busy ever since. Between me and this one lady on TikTok, we've been getting them business. So thank you to everybody that's been supporting them. Thank you to the DY3 family, and shout out to that sister on TikTok. Moving on. Rep Jasmine Crockett calls Trump a Timu Hitler over Texas gerrymandering plans. she forever stayed calling them out, right? Moving on. Upcoming rapper Kizzy Brown reveals she was pregnant in elementary school and had 2 kids before graduating high school. That's sad to hear. I want to definitely hear her story, yo. And we'll talk about it on the show. Moving on. Shout out to the black attorney. Hires 24-year-old niece to work for his law firm on the spot at her graduation. Salute to both of them. Moving on. Did Tiffany Haddish welcome a baby? Actress has fans wondering after posting a new photo with Jason Lee. And I think the answer would be not. They just, trolling y'all, man. Moving on. Judge tells Diddy stay put. Bail denied again as he awaits sentencing. So I guess he has to wait for this October 3rd hearing, you know what I'm saying? But as he's waiting, his lawyer is saying that a Madison Square Garden comeback is already in the works. Like, bro, sit down, man. Be humble, right? Moving on. Shout out to Tyler Perry and Kyrie Irving. They'll donate $40,000 each to a 93-year-old woman fighting to keep her land. Salute, salute, salute. Moving on. This week was that Brawliversary in Alabama, and we remember what happens when black people unite. This should be the poster or the epitome of what happens when we unite. We should talk about this later too. Moving on. Illinois becomes the first state to mandate mental health screening for students. Salute to them. Moving on. Eddie Griffin thinks that Malcolm Jamal Warner's recent passing there was some foul play, and something doesn't seem right. But here he goes with conspiracy theories. And just let the man rest. Moving on. Devon Franklin married celebrity trainer Maria Castillo in a romantic lakeside ceremony, and people are saying he definitely has a type. Well, salute to them. Moving on. They're saying that there's a breast milk ice cream for a sale nationwide, just like mom used to make. Why? Moving on. BET suspends Soul Train and BET Hip Hop Awards indefinitely. Why? Moving on. Matthew Knowles goes off on Beyonce's choreographer over stolen music files, as he should. Moving on. They're saying there might be some beef between Benny and Conway the Machine. I hope not. Griselda forever. Moving on. Young Thug reacts to Gunna announcing his new album, the last one, his last project for YSL. And Young Thug says nobody want to hear that ish. Crazy. Moving on. Soulja Boy beats the case. LA prosecutors drop gun charges. Rapper walks free. Moving on. Raven Simone reveals ex-boyfriend of 7 years got another woman pregnant and asks her to be the godmother. That's some ratchet ish right there. Moving on. Dean Cain, former Superman, encourages his Instagram followers to join ICE. Piece of shit. Moving on. Clarissa Shields class back to Papoose breakup rumors. She fighting extra hard for this dude, but she still ain't got no... Moving on. Plus, she don't really want no smoke with Layla Ali. She just wants a payday. Moving on. Mother claims that she was essayed by midair by a paracel operator in Africa. Well, she must have felt his meat. Moving on. Florida man who was married to 3 women at the same time sentenced for felony bigamy. Crazy. Moving on. They're saying Mississippi faces alarming surge in STD cases, declared an epidemic. Crazy, right? Shouldn't nobody be cutting down there. Moving on. Last but not least, Kim Kardashian drowning in insecurities after throwing herself at NFL icon Tom Brady, only to be rejected. Maybe he's seen all the craziness that come along with it and said, I think not. But anyway, I hope that's not true, allegedly. But moving on. Well, see you at the show. Peace. Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Enjoy the show.
And we are back. We are back. We are back.
Good stuff. Good stuff, man. That was a good one.
Thank
as
you,
usual.
Thank you.
Yeah, as usual, man. Shout out to the brother who hired his niece fresh out of college, man. That's dope. We need to see more of that, man. Putting our people on. You know what I mean? We tell them to do the work, and then they do the work, and there's no reward at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? We got to create the avenues for them to be successful. It starts with us. So shout out to that brother. That was super dope. What else was in there? Man, see, I didn't write nothing down this week. I do it every time.
From the last time.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Layla Ali. Shouts out to not. I don't think Clarissa want that kind of smoke. You know what I mean? She was cool with, you know what I mean, with Remy. That's probably a fight you can win, but you know what I mean? You might want to leave Layla alone. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Like Layla might sit you down.
It'll be a good match to see and to not see, truthfully, because of the fact that, Layla Ali is, she's a little bit older. Clarissa Shields is younger, but I still believe that Layla Ali is keeping herself in shape. It's just that if Layla wins, then, of course, you know what I'm saying? But if she loses, then it's going to be because she's old. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what Clarissa Shields is trying to prove with this one.
I just think Layla is a better fighter, to be honest, and she has more power. And yes, man, look, that's the one I tried to erase that from my brain. Rob, my breast milk ice cream, I'm cool. I'm gonna pass on that. Definitely gonna pass on that one. That's a bit too much. You know what I'm saying? That's weird.
That was the ratchet of ratchetness. You know what I'm saying? Like Jessica sent me that one. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? I can understand maybe for babies, but for grown people, like, nah. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm not judging. That's for you, buddy. They made it for somebody. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? That's all. They made it for somebody. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to talk about, though. That was in there. You talk about you don't know why they shut down the BET Awards and all that, and you had the man right there on the flyer. That's why.
What would he do?
Is he us?
Is he?
No.
He looked black to me.
Man, the looks can be deceiving, sir. But anyways, you know what I'm saying?
What did I miss?
Because the moral of the story is, at the end of the day, when you pass up ownership, man, things tend to not go the way you envisioned. So if you want to keep something in its pure essence, then you have to retain the ownership, and then you also have to get the buy-in from the culture and from the community, right, for it to stay alive. I see you, brother. There you go. Yeah, you got to leave all that. What's up, Big Rob? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm all about the breast milk ice cream.
I see. Hey, I see. Hey, that is all for you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm a foodie, so I'm always down to try something new. You know, like,
No, I don't think that's covered under the foodie category. Don't do that. Don't do that, Rob. That is not in that department.
Yeah,
that is it. That's more in the fetish department. That's not. It started with an F, but it wasn't foodie. You know what I'm saying?
Do you read what they put in Red Bull?
Like, hey, I don't think that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
Before people start.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. Like I said, my phone keeps trying to connect to the show. All right, but so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start. I wanted to bring you up at 7. It's my fault. I had so much going on today, Rob. But since you're here, you know what I'm saying, we can get it popping.
Oh, you're good. We can wait till 7.
No, you here now already.
Well, Google some breast milk ice cream and go find it.
All right, y'all. So real quick, make sure you guys are hitting the like and the share button to the Facebook crew, to the Facebook people out there. Thank you for liking and sharing. Make sure you hit the like, share button. Okay, I haven't heard a baby. If you guys shout out to the YouTube folks, you know what I'm saying? We love you. Thank you for supporting us too. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you want to come on as a guest and you're using your phone, make sure you're using your headphones. They will work as a microphone. Like Players likes to say, this is a production. This will go out to potentially all over the world. So we want to make sure you have you looking good. Make sure you're in a nice, quiet spot. You got your Wi-Fi popping. Make sure that you know there's no background noises. Sometimes it's unfortunate, you know, saying kids or cars or helicopters. We just want to make sure we hear. Also, too, we just don't want no music bleeding out into the show because, again, you know, I get hit with copyright strikes for my own music. So we're just trying to make sure that we want the show to flow productively, flow efficiently. So therefore, everybody can see and hear it. Make sure, too, if you there might be some topics where we agree. Just make sure that you agree to disagree respectfully. No name calling. No talking about people's mamas. No talking about pulling up. No insinuating, you know, popping people with pistols. You know what I'm saying? None of that fake, tough, insecure stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just agree to disagree. Just know that, hey, somebody's opinion can be different from yours, and it's all good. Other than that, enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
My brothers.
Then that just, you know, got a hollering baby over here. You know what I'm saying? My background noise.
Right.
Animal. He usually sleep by now, but for some reason he up today.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he up, chilling.
All right, Chuck. Being a parent, man. Anyone can get that.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, when life called, man, you still got to get stuff done, man. Don't use it as an excuse.
Facts.
Still got to get it done, man. Kids, no kids, man. So,
right.
You know, shout out to all the parents out there trying to make $1 million while your kids getting on your nerves. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm in that boat with you.
Right. Sure. But all right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead. Let's get into some ads real quick, and then we will be right back.
Hello, family. I'm Marquez.
Hey, you guys, and I'm Denisha.
We all want the best for our children, right? Security, opportunities, and a future filled with endless possibilities.
That's right, but here's the question. What are you doing today to create that future? Imagine building a business that creates generational wealth, leaving a legacy that grows even when you're not working, showing your children what it means to dream big and take action.
That's right. With PlanNet Marketing, we offer you the opportunity to earn income while still being present with and for your family. We show you how to invest in their future while securing your own and teach them by example what financial freedom should look like.
And don't just tell your kids to dream big, show them how it's done.
That's right. Comment below or
you could just message us for a direct link to our presentation.
This podcast deal is so cheap, it's practically stealing airtime. Small business owners, listen up. For just $25, yes, $25, you can get your brand featured on the Drop Your 3 Cents podcast. Here's what you get. 4 video ads running for 4 consecutive weeks, plus a full 30-minute interview to tell your brand's story and connect with new customers. Don't miss this opportunity to amplify your voice and grow your business. Drop your 3 cents with us today.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
You mean to tell me that he never left the game?
Man, you in Italy. Why do you care about the streets of North?
Just say I love multiple streams of income.
I need you to keep tracking down informants that can lead us to Dutch.
You really don't care about people's lives, do you?
The guy's name is Chicho Mancuso. He's a vicious motherfucker. He likes dope and he likes bitches. He stole from a guy I've been working with, Renato. Fancy red diamond worth millions.
What about Agent Diana Moretti?
I don't know nothing.
Citywide crackdown.
These are the girls from Tony's list.
We haven't heard from Tony all day.
Mr. Dutch is an amazing person.
Trying to get me killed? Kill your friend.
Fuck yeah!
It's always like and that with you, isn't it?
You're trying to analyze me. We're family.
We were family. So that piece of shit tried to get me killed.
When I gave your guy the janitor contact, I made my choice.
Where you going?
I hear you have the biggest dick on the boat.
Or maybe I am the biggest dick on the boat.
They left you a message.
I know you're a snitch.
I don't lose. Either I win or I learn.
Left pocket full of pink fizzies, right pocket got blues in it. Love send them packs to me, I know what to do with it. $1,000 shoes, I'm walking on a damn.
All right, y'all. We are back. Ooh, what's going on? Okay.
What up, Jess?
Hello. I burned my lips.
Hey, boy, what y'all got going on?
Uncle
Man,
Nearest Whiskey.
no more commercials for y'all. Yeah.
Uncle Nearest Whiskey. You know, it's actually pretty decent. It's 100 proof. Yeah, I'm over here
100
sweating already.
proof. Oh yeah, this gonna be a quick show. Let's hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all over here drinking rubbing alcohol and shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Hey, so I mean, you just seen him. He kind of ruined the surprise, the element of the surprise. But we're gonna go ahead and kick it off because I want him to be on the show, giving his 3 cents on all these opinions too. It's a person that I know for quite a while. You know what I'm saying? He started off as a rapper, then a DJ, then a promoter, then a marketer, and then now he's a gamer. You know, we've been friends. We've been friends for a good, almost 20-some years, 18-some years. One of the few people that I can actually call a friend that I'm still cool with to this day. You know what I'm saying? So we got none other than my homeboy, Mr. MethodX.
Hey.
What's going on, brother?
Good. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, Jazz.
Hello.
I did Google it, by the way. Didn't find nothing. I was looking for the ice cream, dude.
Oh, man.
And I told you what it was for.
What's it for?
Oh, my gosh. To bring awareness to breastfeeding.
I'm all about it.
They couldn't just make a shirt?
Wait, hold on. Wait, not hold on.
Oh, shit.
With respect, I'm just asking. Not breast cancer, but for breastfeeding?
Yes.
You bring awareness to that?
You know, it's weird because, no, it's not going to say it's weird, but there's somebody on my friends list who keeps putting up like these breastfeeding pictures in their stories, and it's kind of just like a little awkward, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just weird because some of these babies be like big as hell. But either way, long story short, I mean, that's another topic for another day, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what's good with you, man?
Good, man. Just like you guys, man, staying busy and taking it one day at a time. You know,
right?
So
hey, I want to give my brother a shout out too because he's one of the first people to take up our podcast promotion promo. Man, one of the first investors in that. So shouts out to you. We definitely appreciate you supporting. You always been a supporter, but you know what I'm saying. Just formally giving you the flowers right here on the show, man. You know, because
man, I appreciate that.
Thank you. No doubt, man. We appreciate you, bro. You've been in for a long time, man. Even if it was just in the comments and you know what I mean, supporting and sharing the broadcast, and then financially support us too. Because contrary to popular belief, we do this for free. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We ain't getting paid or none of that. This is just all organic, natural love of putting the content up, man. And it's a labor of love. So it's always good when people believe enough to financially support it, because money hard to come by sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You just spend it for
especially during this time. This time is crazy. It's
yeah, man.
But,
all right. So I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Third. You got it.
Appreciate you. All right, bro. So let's kick it off, man. So start off. First things first. I'm kind of borrowing it from Brown Sugar, man. When did you first fall in love with music or even with hip hop?
Honestly, like 3 years old. I always been a music junkie. It from all kinds of music, all kinds, but it definitely had to start with Run DMC. And then my favorite artist of all time, LL Cool J. Still to this day, I'll take Cool J over anybody. Battle rapping, I'll take him any day of the week. Even if he breaks this house, bro.
My mom be telling me that's my dad. My mom say that all the time. That's your daddy.
Yeah.
She loves LL Cool J. I'm like, Bob, that's not. You don't know that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because of LL Cool J. It's the reason why I always lick my lips when I talk to a girl. Like in public, bro. Like when before I got married, that was where I got my thing from. Like him and of course Heavy D, because he made it cool to be a big guy. So shout out to him, man. So just got into being a musician. Period. Took piano lessons in the 3rd grade. Just went from there playing guitar. Then later on, like later on, that's when I started getting into DJing because I always been fascinated with it. But to get a setup was like, it was a lot of money, and there was an art to it. Like, if y'all ever seen the Get Down on Netflix, that was real. The crayon on that was real.
I love
that took
movie,
mad
man.
skill. Yeah. And basically after being an artist, trying to get booked as an artist.
Wait. Let's bring it back a little bit.
Yeah.
So where are you from, man?
San Diego, California.
San Diego, California. So what was it like growing up, being influenced by hip hop in early San Diego?
Oh, it was dope. It was dope, especially like me. I'm a military brat, so I grew up in a very diverse neighborhood. In San Diego being like one of the most diverse cities, so it was like you got a little piece of all the cultures, whether you're Asian, Islander, Black, clear. It didn't matter, yeah. Very Mexican. You got me used to saying clear now, man.
Forgive me, man. You know I'm goofy.
Yeah. But San Diego is definitely like that, man. It's because it's so many military towns. You know what I mean? You got the Navy, you got the Air Force up there, Miramar, Camp Pendleton, all. So it's a lot of people coming from different areas. I think that's what people don't understand about San Diego County. It's like, yeah, there's the natives, but then there's all these military families that kind of come in and out of it, and you get exposed to different cultural norms through that. So, you know what I mean? I can definitely understand that coming from there too. So, yeah. I didn't mean to cut you off, but go ahead. Just want
it's a trip though, man, because even though I was born in San Diego, my dad got stationed in Washington, like probably like my first 4 years.
Which Washington State or Washington DC?
Washington State over in Whidbey Island.
Whoa, time out. Yeah. So my pops, I call him my pops. He's my stepfather, but it's my pops. He's in the military. He was a Marine. We got stationed on Whidbey Island. So what year were you there?
Dude, I was there. I moved back to San Diego in 1990. So it was from 87 to 1990.
Okay, we got there. We were there from like 93 to like December of 95. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did 3 school years at Oak Harbor Elementary.
Yeah, I was there too. Yo, that's crazy. I never knew
that's
that.
wild. Yeah, man. Like at the end of my street was wild, bro, because you could see Mount St. Helens like right there, dude.
Right.
There was a beach, everything. Yeah. Dude,
I never knew that. After all these years I've known you, I've never known that.
Yeah, that's wild, yo. That's wild. Yeah. So it's so all right. So you would understand this, right? So I moved from Whidbey Island to Spring Valley.
Wow. Yeah.
Saw a 3rd grader get jumped for his kicks. I was like, what?
So you were born in San Diego and then you moved to Whidbey Island?
Yeah.
And then
my
you
dad
moved
got
back.
stationed over there, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Same here. You know what I'm saying? I'm born in San Bernardino. We went to San Diego County for a little bit. We were there for like a minute. Then we moved to Washington. Then we came back to San Bernardino. Then we moved back to San Diego County, like Camp Pendleton. So, I feel you.
Yeah. So, once again, like the people who weren't from San Diego that were just coming in like military or that had never been there, you got a culture shock. You got one right off the bat. But yeah, like I saw it was like they were like, fuck Ninja Turtles. They were jacking people for kicks. I was like, damn.
Right.
I'm over here trying to play Nintendo and show my He-Man toys, bro. Y'all over here beating us up. Right. Yeah, it was just.
Right. So, what got you into being an MC, like being a rapper?
Well, it was always like, I always like wrote, it's like pen and pad and everything, and just did it amongst the homies. But then, when your friends start telling you to actually try to put something on, keep putting it on, you start to listen. You're like, okay, let me give it a shot, And that's pretty much what it did right there. It's like, I always loved songwriting. I always loved it. I always loved formulating beats or just having it in your head, and you should know this as an artist. When you get that in your mind, it's like you get anxiety until you like can get it out, and you just put it down, and you just keep replaying in your head like 50 times or maybe more, trying to get the way you want it to sound out of your head into whatever product you put it into. And
so what age would you say that this happened? Like for me, the age I started kind of writing was like 13. But for me, my love for music, for me, knowing that, hey, this is what I want to do, I want to say maybe it was like 9. So
yeah,
what age was it for you?
Me, honestly, I want to say like around 7, but it wasn't hip hop because I saw the Guns N' Roses video and I was like, dude, I want to play guitar like that. and yeah, dude, I had a weird mind as a kid, man. I grew up, I saw like the crazy chicks. I was like, I want that. Like real fast, dude. So yeah, and then but then I was like, you know, when you're a kid and when you're younger and you're looking at music and it kind of mimics certain situations you've been through or how you want to project to see yourself as, or even, you know, put yourself in certain situations that you talk about if you haven't even lived through it yet. So I started getting confused on what kind of artist I want to be or what I want to get into and stuff like that. I like this, but I love this genre, and that mental struggle, what kind of music you wanted. Because back when I was a kid, it was like, oh, you can't like rock if you like hip hop. And it was just like, not everybody listened to the same thing. And it was weird being that one person that like listened to everything. Like, dude, exactly. I like it all, you know? And, you know, being the young one taking piano lessons while everybody else was like, yeah, football practice or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, that was a big change right there.
No, I think that's an important nuance though to interject in there, like that struggle for some of these, because I think we see it more so now in the music industry. Those people struggling to create that image that may not have necessarily come from it, you know, and trying to prove that in social media or, you know, through silly dumb antics, right? I think, you know, during our times we didn't really have to I mean, we did it to a certain degree, but like to grandstand it like they're doing now, like the culture wouldn't allow it back then. You couldn't be fraudulent. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting to hear how someone like you who like rock and liked hip hop and all these other things, and just being a musical genius, because I used to play the piano, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to learn the piano. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't want to do it no more. I'm like, this ain't even cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? But just but just to have that talent and skill set, right? And to sit down and figure that out, and then put words on paper to actually create something. You know what I mean? In your head, with all those different mixtures and add textures. You know what I mean? It can be difficult. So I like how you framed it, though. You know,
I mean, there's one thing I think all artists can have in common is we just see music different. Like when I hear, like, you know, when I listen to a certain song, I'm not listening just for lyrics. I'm like, how did that guy hit that note? Like that's crazy. Exactly. When I was listening to, you know, not trying to gaslight you, but when I was listening to Third and I was listening to that track Ahead of My Time, I was like, fucking so much fucking energy into these lyrics. You know, what was he on in that booth? You know, like you know, sometimes when you listen to, you know, wordsmiths, when they put words together that shouldn't go together, you know, and credit to your brother. I mean, that's what Sly Boogie was. I was like, yo, this dude's nasty. He's nasty and doesn't get enough credit. So yeah,
he really does.
Nah, and you know, like I said, you just listen to music differently. You know, and you listen to whether it's blues, whether it's, you see how many, like, you look at the guy Dave Navarro from Foo Fighters or whatever, and he just like talks about, hey, when you say he's a good drummer, he's like, I'm not a good drummer. I've bitten 90% of my stuff from the Gap Band. and he's over there just saying, "Yo, the basics." He's just going off. He's like, "I took it from this," and just added so much onto it. And you just, you find
shout out to the family Wilson and R.I.P. to Andre Wilson, who's the nephew of Charlie Wilson, who recently passed. So R.I.P. to him.
Yeah. And you just like, these are tracks that I think like all cultures, well, not all, but most of them who's into music, you gotta know your funkadelic, man. You gotta know the basics and stuff like that, where it comes from, because it keeps getting reincarnated like every 10 years, it comes back.
Yeah.
And to me, nothing just hits better than the classics. So I still go back and just throw the headphones on and just relax, just enjoy it for what it is.
So, quick story. So, like a little backstory. I know I said this before on the show. How I met him was really, really crazy. I would say, to say the least. Yeah, I was actually doing an interview with his best friend.
That's your bro.
We're not gonna put his name on the show.
Not worth
to give
it.
him any credit, because he loves that. So he's an attention whore. But saying I was he brought me to this internet radio, saying I was spitting. They asked to spit a freestyle, and as you can see, that's what I do. I spit freestyles, and the first person to really call up was Rob. He's like, "Yo, I don't know who this third degree guy is, but you're dope, man. You're dope, man. Hey, you're dope. We got to do something." And, then from then on, I think we linked outside because his best friend had his number. You know what I'm saying? And it's been solid. You know what I'm saying?
Why did you say best friend, bro?
That was your bestie. You know what I'm saying? Like, he introduced me to him, man, and he's been like thorough from like day one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't travel from state to state. We didn't do shows with the Dove Shack. You know what I'm saying? He was with me when when Jerry Heller, R.I.P. to him. He had a book signing in San Diego. No, I don't even think it was a book signing. He had like an after party or something like that in San Diego. We had a club VIP. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was too, humble to sit there and to say, "Hey, let me come in." Rob was right there with me the whole time in SD. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he's being modest, man. But this dude has always shown me love. Every time that I left San Diego, like 2004, you know what I'm saying? But every time I came back, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rob was always really hospitable. He showed me love. He booked me for shows. And so, he's always gave me love, man. And that love, like, never changed, from the early 2000s to now. You know what I'm saying? You see, he still shows up. He's still supporting the show. You know what I'm saying? So I've known this man for a long time, man. We've seen some stuff together. So I really appreciate you, man. I got to give you the flowers for that, too.
Oh, thank you, man. And but for like being totally honest, when I heard him on that freestyle, that those guys had no right being in the same room with him. It was bad. It was bad. And this is one story he probably didn't tell you guys or didn't really put out. There's this dude, right? I'll mention his name. We went to a video shoot to go meet. His manager wanted to meet me and try to have me work with his artists and put him on some of the venues. He actually did a theme song for Sean Merriman. Like, he was a hot linebacker. Tony Corleone. That's what it was. Tony Corleone.
I remember that.
It was a nice rented out mansion, ladies in bikinis, everything else. They're doing a video shoot. Freestyle session happened. And I'm looking at Third, and I was like, Third's gonna eat him up, yo. He's gonna eat him up. And they over here they just looked like they were just like struggling. And then even Tony got into it, the main artist, and then Third just like got into the Cypher and murdered them. He just murdered them. And like, even a homie tried to step back in, and Third took it right back. It was like, it got to a point where even the video girls were like, "Oh my God, a real artist." I'm over here with a grin on my face, like, "Oh man, these guys don't know." They just
a real artist is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Hey, they literally said that. And
that's wild.
Rob was sitting back with a shit-eating grin on his face, like, "Get in it." And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't gonna." He's like, "Get in it." He kept urging me, "Get in it." I'm like, "Okay, fine. Just for you." You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, yeah, I walked away with one of their numbers too.
Yeah, that was one of the best moments I had with him. Like that.
Coming to somebody else's video shoot and then people saying, "Oh my God, a real artist is you know what I'm saying?" The crux of sir, you need to leave. Security, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Like what?
That's literally what happened. It was he set him up. He set him up, man. He alley-ooped that one. You know what I'm saying? Even the artist was like, hey man, we gotta do some work. We gotta do something. I'm like, bro, I'm probably never ever gonna work with you, man.
Yeah,
like you got a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, for this shoot. You know what I'm saying? We're in a nice ass mansion, but nah, man, it ain't happening.
Yeah. So there was levels to this, and it was like it was bad. It was pretty bad. It was just like, okay, this guy obviously never been to freestyle battle in his life. Like he never touched any of that before. And
hey, man, so with that being said, because I've known you for a long time, so what got you into DJing and then like gaming? What piqued your interest into that?
Oh, so I've always been a gamer, right? And let's just start with that. Like the gaming part, always been a gamer. Pandemic happened. Everybody's like trying to figure out a new hobby to do or something to happen. And I said, hey, why not just stream? I'm like really good at stuff. So I started doing that and then just been with it off and on since. And then, you guys know this, like you get what you put into it. So I just decided to really, really go hard within like last summer. Just say, you know what, dude, I'm going to do my hobby and make it a side hustle and just, let it go from there. I'm not going to set expectations like to be all crazy with it. If it gets there, great. Why not try to get something out of that I like doing on my own time? And it just started working out. So that's what happened with that. DJing wise, like I said, I always want to get into it. The equipment was just like, to even back then, like in, the early 2000s, to get a nice setup total, you're looking at like close to 3 racks. And it, that dude coming out, that's like hard to get, so a guy that me and Third both know, Doobie, was like, yo, they're coming out with a new thing, like how you DJ. It's the controllers, man. Newmark has one. And I was like, what? No way. This can't work like turntables. And Doobie, who went out and just bought this little starter kit for like, at the time was like $150, which is still a lot of money, and said, yo, I want you to learn it, and just gave it to me. And I just took it and ran with it. And to be honest with you, I think I was like one of the first DJs in the Gaslamp area that was actually just using a controller while everybody was still stuck on the hard turntables.
Right.
And that has come a long way since then. So here's a cool thing. Okay. And part of my stream is we teach people basics on DJing, terminology, stuff like that. Cause I wish I had that. I had to learn on my own.
Okay.
What I want to do for the show is, if it's okay with you, Third and Quest, what I want to do is, when I started DJing, even nowadays, I started always watching videos and staying up to date with hardware and everything else. And they say, hands down, you guys can look at it, the best starting controller you can get is a Pioneer DDR Flex 4. James Hype always gives it away to people who want to start DJing. Anyone who wants to learn, like a music head, this is a cool part. You can take all your ideas and just bring them into your own world. Mix it up, put your own stuff. And what I want to do is, I actually have one sitting right here that I have for like a month. Okay? This is what it is. Okay? I had this for a month, and I was just messing around with it. This is like my weapon of choice right now.
Okay.
That's a Rain Performer. So this thing right here is like 2,500. Like that's my weapon of choice when I go out and do my shows.
Right.
But to get to my point is, this right here is amazing. Where you want to start off, look at the reviews, watch videos. You can do a lot with it. It's great for learning. And I want to like auction this off and put the proceeds towards the show. So
man. That's love.
Third knows I'm a stand-up guy. I'm a man of my word.
Always.
We'll start. I mean, it's retail at $350 right now. So I'll put the bid starting at least 100. Highest bidder, we'll send it to you. All the proceeds go towards the show.
Oh man, that's
So and get with third with how to get that. And all third got to do just
third got all the details. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, third will just shoot me the address and I'll ship it off and send you the proof of shipping.
Yeah, so what we'll do, if you we'll do it like this. Because this, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This Uncle Nearest is hitting. I didn't even know it was 100 proof touchscreen bottle.
15-minute show. 15-minute show. Fucking around with third. Man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, forgive me.
100 proof on the bottle. What you mean you didn't know?
That's wild, bro. Like,
when I brought it out the freezer, I'm looking like, I said 100 proof. I'm like, oh man. Yeah. But I'm promoting it on the show. It's a black-owned business. So drop your 3 cent at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? For those who want to place a bid, this is the email for you. You know what I'm saying? We'll even if we'll go beyond this show, we'll do it even on the next show. We'll make sure that we promote it, we pump it hard. But yeah, that's love, man. You always shown love, so
nah, that's super dope.
It really is. Like anyone can look up, like, unfortunately, like, me, I'm a Reigns Serato guy. But a lot of DJs go towards Pioneer and Record Box nowadays. So this works with the Record Box software, plug and play. You don't need to install anything except for the Record Box software, and it's good to go. Look up the reviews, everybody. Watch the YouTube videos. It's the best. It's the best controller out there right now to learn to start DJing with. And I wouldn't say take it to a club. I think you'll get shunned for it. But if you're at home. Honestly, if you want to make your mixes, everything you need.
I talked with Quez about. I've even talked to Tisha. She's out there probably. You know what I mean? But I talked to, one of the things I wanted to use this platform for was to not only but to educate, entertain, but also to engage. So for people that that definitely want to learn how to DJ or even get into the DJ business, what I'm saying, Rob's a good person to learn from. And I want to definitely start like a thing of kind of like a master class where we have sessions using this platform, or even just hitting him up, to learn and to get involved in it, because I think being a DJ is not only really lucrative, as opposed to being an artist, because everybody needs a DJ, whether it be for a wedding, whether it be for a quinceañera, whether it be for a family reunion, whether it even be for like a corporate event, like, like a convention or something. People always definitely need a good DJ. And, the one thing I can appreciate about you is that you took your time to learn the craft. You love music. So it's just not like you're just doing it just for a fluke. You actually took the time to learn the craft and you studied it. And now you're here. And on top of that, you're a gamer too. So make sure you shout out your gaming platform.
And
check this out too.
Anybody can, whether I stream on my IG and TikTok, so you can look me up on either platform under MethodX SD. Obviously, the SD is short for San Diego, but we definitely hold sessions, teach people terminology, how to cue in, how to cut in, what you're trying to do, and I try to answer as many questions as possible, because you can watch videos, but sometimes people just like, no, they're not understanding what I'm trying to do here. And it could just be a simple, quick question, So I try to get to everyone with that. Or you could just, message me on any of those platforms. And just so you guys know, in case you thought about being a DJ on the side, the average wedding DJ minimum makes at least $1,000 per show. And that's like on a 4-hour day.
Yeah.
Get a couple of those in a week.
Right.
I'm in the wrong business. So
hey, man, I'm gonna put my bid in.
There's a lot of hip hop artists that are DJs, bro. Even shit.
Yeah, if you need a wedding rapper, you can holler at your boy Third Degree. You know what I'm saying? I'll find some wedding songs. I can sing a little bit. I can hold a note. You know what I'm saying? So I can sing to you. While you're walking down the aisle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you gonna say she's your queen to me.
I'll tell you right now, financial wise, I'll take a wedding over a club any day of the week, dude. Money wise. So
I'm gonna start my bid at 125, man. I might have to start DJing too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, DJ Quez on the ones and twos, man.
Bro, I'll hook you up, man. I'll hook you up.
Lock into the TikToks and stuff, man, and figure this thing out, man. $1,000 don't sound too bad.
Word. You know, it's not too bad at all. Yo, Rob, you know what I mean? So, like I said, man, you family, so you're part of this show. So we're about to get into some of the topics. I wanted to kind of save you for the last part, but I'm glad that you're here so we can get your perspective. So we'll be interweaving a little bit. We'll be asking questions. We'll be reminiscing a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with some of the topics, whatever we talk about. So definitely,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So stick around. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely going to be good. But make sure you guys check out MethodX. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, MethodX SD on all his platforms. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you support. Make sure that you show love. And then, like I said, we'll auction off that DJ equipment that he was talking about because it's definitely hot. So,
oh yeah, it's really sick. So whoever gets it is gonna have fun with it.
Definitely.
It's really user friendly. So it's really cool.
All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pay some bills real quick, and then we'll be right back at you.
Accomplish eliminating frizz and have that shiny look to your waves, you need a laydown pad. The Wave Essentials is having a sale right now for buy two, get one free. With the little strap on the back, it makes it super easy to lay your hair down, and the plastic on the front helps with laying the hair down and creating that shine. Do this for about 10 to 15 minutes and you'll accomplish that shine and that laydown that you need. Nobody likes frizz, so make sure you go get your laydown pads before the sale is over.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
Man, I might have to need some water. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to support a nice business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I just wanted to support. And, you know, here we are. I'm already like, whoo.
Right. Hey, isn't Uncle Near's family out there with in competition with Jack Daniels? Because
no. So it's not necessarily a competition. So the backstory of it was Uncle Nearest was the actual inventor or the inventor of the recipe for Jack Daniels, but during that time he was a slave. So you know, he wasn't getting the credit that he deserved. So he helped his master to sort of see, you know, pretty much create Jack Daniels. He just never got the credit. Then it was discovered later on by his ancestors. His ancestors came out, or descendants, I should say, and brought it out to the forefront. And so now we know the true story behind Jack Daniels. So what they did, Jack Daniels, was, you know what? They owned up to their mistake. They invested, or they helped them out to pretty much create Uncle Nearest, and they helped his descendants create their own brand of whiskey. And to be honest with you, I think it's a little bit better than the actual Jack Daniels recipe. Because I'm over here.
That's all.
Is that 100 proof though, dude?
The bottle said 100 proof. I did not know.
You gash your right up with that, bro. Like, what do you?
Yeah, you
That's
need some
wild.
water like ASAP. Then you tried to kill Jess with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Murder suicide over here.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I thought
so
Jess
she
was
can
a
get an
vodka
honest
drinker.
review. Jess tried it, and then next thing you know, she just blew out some flames. Like, oh. I'm like, whoa.
Tripping. Man, don't touch
That's
nothing that's here 100
real.
bro.
For real.
That's what's up though. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. I knew the story, but I was trying to get there. But that's dope in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To have that
I just
avenue.
wanted to support, and you know what I'm saying? And here I am now. So shout out to Uncle Nearest. Make sure you go out and you go support them 100%. Just like that dang young thing. Also, too, you know what I'm saying? Since we're, make sure that you check out KingThird.com and you get your shirts. Catch Me Being Great Fridays before 8. Drop your 3 cents.
Is that for real? Is that for real?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna wear that to wifey, dude. Just that and my chonies, bro.
Oh man.
Catch Me Being Great Fridays before 8.
No comment.
Adoration, where you at?
Oh my god.
Oh my
That's
god.
jokes. That is hilarious, sir.
You didn't know?
I love it.
I
love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Now you're being colorist. Why is she not a dark-skinned woman? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I don't even feel comfortable looking at the shirt anymore because there's so much colorism going on. You know what I'm saying, on the screen. You know what I mean?
Catch Me Being Great Friday nights before 8. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 hours before 8.
That's hilarious, though.
Dude, that's a legit real estate agent picture, bro. Like, you're ready to sell a house with that, bro.
That's funny.
Good for you, man.
I'm just trying to, sell some shirts over here. Trying to donate some stars. If you're on Facebook, you hit the stars, donate some stars, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, donate to United Negro Rapping Foundation. A rhyme is a terrible thing to waste. And so, therefore, you can also support some shirts too. You go to KingThird.com or dropyour3cent.com and get your Catch Me Being Great Fridays before 8. With my face, you see me smiling and cheesing.
That boy, funny as hell.
All right, y'all.
Let's get some 100 proof in here. We all make some
All right, y'all. So with that being said, we had an interesting time last week. We were talking about, Shannon Sharpe, being ousted by ESPN. We were talking about, Deion Sanders and Carucci, whether it's ageism in dating. Gary Owens now is actually, he came out with something saying it's more acceptable for a black man to date a white woman it's more acceptable for a white man to date a black woman versus a black man dating a white woman. So you got that topic. Also, too, a topic we didn't get into touch on was, DJ Quik versus Dr. Dre, who's better? You know what I'm saying? Because the show got so overtaken by the other topics.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what? When I was having DJ Quik over for my birthday party, I actually asked him about that.
Just flex,
just flex real quick. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm serious. That was one of my
don't worry about it.
questions.
Just flex on him real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I asked
he
him
was over the other day.
I asked him what was it like working with Dre in the studio, man. And honestly, he said Dre's like a fucking warlock. Like that was his exact words. He's like, dude is crazy. And what tripped me out was his text, right? And don't get me wrong, Quik deserves his flowers because he produced a lot of tracks that a lot of people do not know about that are like a lot of hits.
Toothpick. You know what I mean? So, okay, so go ahead. This is going to be a nice segue. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Mr. 100 Proof. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so I guess we had no choice but to go into this topic thanks to Rob. You know what I'm saying? Like, so recently there had been I guess somebody had tweeted or Instagram text, whatever, said that DJ Quik is everything that you think that Dr. Dre is. And so, DJ Quik shared this, said, finally, someone had the balls to say it. And so here goes pretty much the rundown of it right now. And I'm going to play a little bit of it, and then we're going to cut it off, and we're actually going to talk about this.
DJ Quik is pitching in on a hate party for Dr. Dre. All right? So DJ Quik replied to a post that said, DJ Quik is actually who everyone thinks Dr. Dre is. And then DJ Quik himself replied to him and said, finally, someone has the balls to say it.
Híjole.
And plenty of people online commented and agreed with DJ Quik, you guys.
Okay, but what does that mean? What do we think Dr. Dre is that DJ Quik actually is?
I think the greatest.
What is this? What's the reference?
The greatest producer of all time in Los Angeles.
Producer slash artist slash engineer to me is like that's all of what they both do.
Dre as an engineer.
He's an engineer.
No, but I never thought of him like that.
That's like a skill set of his.
Well, the thing is that I think they think that Dr. Dre is the one pressing the keys, doing the melodies.
Yeah.
And when
he's not.
And also rapping.
He's hired a bunch of guys to just make the beats. And then
he's like orchestrates it.
Yeah, he orchestrates it.
Quik is sometimes tagged as like underrated, underappreciated.
Yeah, I agree on that for sure.
Yep. Same.
But lately he's been sticking his chest out and reminding everybody of all the people that he's worked with, all the work that he's done, and that he may or may not have gotten credit for in the time that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, he was recently at a K-Day event last year. Shout out to our sister station, and he went through a medley of songs that he's worked on. Listen to this.
These are some of the records that I helped to engineer, produce, drum program, or just lend some energy to. Go.
I got a bone to pick. I don't want you working out like a sitting in my throne again.
Engineered by DJ Quik and Carlos Warlick. Everybody. Yep. Now what you hear is not a drag. Cause Mr. DJ Quik got a brand new. But first I got a bang bang. Come on, Ron.
And Romeo singing?
Yeah.
There's way more than that.
Definitely way more. Definitely way more.
Tons more.
Tons more. So I'm gonna start. Well, then forgive me, y'all. So I'm gonna say this right here. DJ Quik is definitely one of the most underrated, not only underrated producers, but underrated MCs, rappers, entertainers, in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, everybody knows it's no secret. I'm a huge Tupac fan. But the one thing that I learned was that DJ Quik mixed that whole All Eyes on Me album. And sonically, it definitely changed the game to where it was diamond, 10 million sold. So with that being said, I mean, he's worked with everybody from Madonna to Jay-Z to Snoop to Pac, like Sugar Free, like even I've opened up for him, like not once but twice, like DJ Quik is definitely a legend. I think he deserves his flowers. So DJ Quik is definitely one of those dudes who's definitely dope. And he's a real musician because he plays, I think, 7 to 13 different instruments. He's really like a producer. So he slept on,
Mm-hmm. He is. I actually seen that in person, bro. Because one of the other groups I was opening up from was like loading up their equipment. And he just jumped on the drums, started going crazy with it. I was like, and I'm over there like starstruck, like, yo, he's in front of me playing the fucking drums, man.
Yeah,
just like just geeking out over that. I still got the champagne bottle he got me on my birthday too. That's crazy. I got like up on my thing.
One of the most humblest, realest dudes. Like, Rob can attest to this. We've been around some celebrities. Some celebrities, even some low budget, like Z celebrities. Be filling themselves to the grander posture. But DJ Quik, legit. We just read through some of his acts, and he's still one of the most humblest dudes ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and to me, like, I mean, he listed not even. That was even close to half of the hits that he produced that were like really big. Like, to me, I think he gave Shaquille O'Neal like two of the dopest West Coast beats, man. Like, yeah, that Twism for Life beat was. When you hear that, that's a Quik beat. You know,
well, yeah, some of them are just, you know, undeniable. Like, yeah, that's Quik.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I love playing on the west side, even though I miss playing on the east side.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I think
that was like the Laker anthem that year when he got traded to the Lakers.
And that's the year that he came to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I still got that album. Shout out to Biggie, because Biggie gave him a hit. Still Can't Stand the Rain. You know what I'm saying? Like, hard. Hey, real quick. Timothy Taylor, I see your question. We'll bring it up. We're gonna address it later. I don't know the latest viral racer, so you had to put me on, and you can get our honest, raw, unfiltered opinion right here on the show. I don't. Yeah, we'll get back to you in a second. You know what I'm saying?
I don't ascribe to Nick Fuentes too often, so
right.
I don't know what he be saying, but no. What I was going to say is, I think what the sentiment that they were trying to express in that clip is pretty spot on, because when you think about it, Dr. Dre does make some beats, you know what I'm saying? But like they said, he's more masterfully known as the conductor. You know what I mean? He's a conductor, and he can put some things together sound wise and structure wise that turns out to be amazing and dope, and he can lead people in certain directions. But nothing takes the place of the people who can actually do it from scratch. And I think that's the conversation that people are trying to have. Like, when it comes to creating the music, DJ Quik is a dangerous man. You know what I'm saying?
Very dangerous.
Not only can he conduct like Dr. Dre conducts, but he can get out there and, you know what? No, I want it to sound like this. And then instead of just saying I want it to sound like this, let me show you. That's a whole different skill set, right? When you can just, let me get on the keys real quick, and this is what I mean. Or let me jump on the drums real quick. This is what I mean. Like, that's different, Dr. Dre.
Let me interject, because here's the thing. So I don't understand why people are trying to elevate this to like a beef, because DJ Quik has collaborated with Dr. Dre. You know, so even if you take 50 Cent's album, right? What's the In the Club? You know what I'm saying? His drums. You know what I'm saying? There's some other stuff that he's done. He's either done some stuff with like Truth Hurts. So and even the song that, you know, which is my favorite, which is on my Spotify playlist, Third Degree of Separation, Put It On Me, DJ Quik featuring Dr. Dre, that Put It On Me.
He murdered that track, bro. DJ Quik murdered it with his verse. I was like, oh man, Dre sound. Like, as an artist, you kind of want to come hard, you know, but
both of them though. You're right, Rob, because the thing is, like, when I first heard that, hey, there's a Dr. Dre and DJ Quik collaboration, I'm like, no way. And then when that beat hit, I was like, oh my God. Then, like, when the verses hit, Dre was sounding good, but just like you said, DJ Quik was on there spitting. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? To where it came out like early 2000s, mid 2000s. I still bump it to this day. That Put It On Me. That man.
That's why I asked him that question. What was it like working with Dre because of that song? Yeah, I told him, like, you outshined him big time on that. He is humble enough to even say, "Oh, I don't know about all that," or whatever. But his DJ Carlos was like, "Yeah." He agreed with me on it, so I was good.
Hey, wait. So with that being said, here goes. Shout out to this cat right here. Sorry, this 100 proof has got me.
What is it, Uncle Nearest? You see him? You can see him now. Is he near to you? You know what I'm saying? What the hell you got going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Uncle Nearest close.
Shout out to Desmia. You know what I'm saying? Because just like what you said, here goes this rebuttal to what people are trying to make a hype up.
Man, the rumor mill. This week, DJ Quik stirred the pot when an ex-user on social media said that DJ Quik is who everyone thinks Dr. Dre is. And Quik responded by saying, finally, someone had the balls to say it. Now, if you know DJ Quik as well as I do, you know that is classic DJ Quik sarcasm, and he has nothing but respect for the good doctor. But a lot of people do not know how much influence DJ Quik has had on the West Coast. I mean, My Dad's Gone Crazy. That's DJ Quik's drums. Up in the Club by 50 Cent. That's DJ Quik's drums. I mean, Tonight. That's DJ Quik. Let's Get Down by Tony. That's DJ Quik and G1. I mean, All Eyes on Me, the Tupac album, the biggest selling rap album of all time, basically. I mean, or close to. Did 10 million, 11 million copies worldwide. That's DJ Quik on the mix. And a lot of the production behind the scenes. I mean, DJ Quik is an icon and deserves the credit for being so. And I mean, he is a great mentor, great friend. I mean, you know, I've told the story a million times. When I did my first Ice Cube record, West Side Connection record, I went to DJ Quik and asked advice, and he mixed it in like 10 minutes and said, "I'm proud of you, kid. Keep going." You know what I mean? So look, DJ Quik and Dr. Dre, both incredible producers. But for me, I love The Good Doctor, but I'm a Quik fan. God bless DJ Quik. And Dr. Dre.
Shout out to that dude because he broke it down beautifully. Now, here's the thing. I'm a little conflicted. I never had a chance or an opportunity to personally meet Dr. Dre, right? But Dr. Dre is a family friend. And I'm still working on the politics. I'm still trying to get my family on this show. But Dr. Dre produced my, or co-produced my family, JJ Fad, their single Supersonic. He co-produced that. Actually, the story behind it, and Rob knows because he knows Jerry. But, you know, pretty much what happened was JJ Fad was signed to Dream Team Records. You know what I'm saying? But they kind of dissolved and they wanted to go with Easy. But they'd already put out Supersonic, which was produced by Arabian Prince. Shout out to Arabian Prince. That he's one of the cool homeless dudes I've ever met. You know, but he's one of the original members of NWA. But he produced that record. But when they signed to Atlantic, you know, saying they wanted that song, but it had already been pressed and put out independently, which already went like gold, like 500,000 on the streets. So what they needed to do was they needed to refresh that record. So once they signed with Ruthless, shout out and RIP to Eazy-E, you know, Dr. Dre took that record and he reproduced it. He added his touches and made it to what you hear now. So what you hear now, when you hear Supersonic today, even on the radio today, when you hear Fergie, when you hear Eminem or sampling, whatever, that's Dr. Dre. So just like what Quez was saying earlier, you know, you could be a beat maker, right? And do a simple little beat, right? You take it to Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre's gonna elevate that sound to make it bigger than what it is. So I say that to say Dr. Dre is like a family friend, you know what I'm saying? And DJ Quik is someone who I open up for, who Rob knows, who I know. They're both dope. So to sit here and to try to compare them or to say, hey, who's better than who, it's like asinine. Because even DJ Quik will say like, hey, Dr. Dre is a beast. And he always gives credit. But the reason why the streets or the people are going to say DJ Quik is because he's so humble. You know, he'll be out, he can go out to the crowd and go chill with the fans, or he can just be out in the streets. He's so humble with his. And for people like me, Quez, Jess, and even Rob, you know, we're looking at him like, man, you're DJ Quik. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't see himself as DJ Quik. He sees himself as a normal, regular person. So that's why a lot of people want to see DJ Quik elevated to the status of a Dr. Dre. And if you're talking about producers, you know what I'm saying, definitely a producer, because again, he mixed my favorite rapper of all time, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, that album, Diamond. He mixed that whole record. And RIP to Johnny J, who produced on that too, who me and Brian both know.
A little bit, because
okay.
I think it's a little bit more than people just want to, you know, see him up there. I think it's also the nuance of there's so many people who never got to experience DJ Quik, if we're being honest, right? They have experienced him but did not know it was him. And for us on the West Coast, we, you know, he's like a pride and joy of ours, you know what I mean? Like if you're from the West, you know DJ Quik just like you know Sugar Free or Rapping Forte or you know what I'm saying, all these other artists that across the nation people may have never gotten to experience. So I don't think it's as simple as, oh, we just want him to shine. It's more so like a lot of us grew up with him and he never really got the credit he deserved, just to be honest. You know what I mean? More so than him being humble, it's just that he never got the recognition that he, as one of the West Coast pioneers, he should be in that Dre, Snoop, Tupac conversation, if we're being honest, or Mac Dre, or you know what I'm saying? He should be in those conversations, and very rarely does he come up in those conversations outside of the West Coast. So I think it's more nuanced than just him being humble. I think it's more like the West Coast saying, like, no, bro's a legend, and y'all didn't let him shine like he was supposed to. He might not say it, but we saying it. You know what I mean? And it's well deserved. That's my humble opinion on that.
Yeah, and you know, going back to what you just said, like a lot of people, even nowadays, they don't know who El DeBarge is. You know, some of them are, unfortunately, and this is why I think this new generation is going to poop. They don't even know who Tony Tone is, dude.
Right.
That's wild, right? That is so freaking wild. And yeah, like, you know, that's why, you know, when I saw this, I like, you know, it was playing in my head like, well, what if tables were reversed and, you know, Quik had Eminem or had the Get Rich or Die Trying album? You know, like, would he be known as like the greatest producer of all time? You know, because people are, you know, yeah, they produce it, but these artists is like, you know, Eminem, man, he's gonna be known for generations through generations and generations.
Right.
And 50 Cent is probably like one of the smartest artists / businessmen out there still to this day.
I mean, Jay-Z, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And Nas.
Yeah.
And
So,
Dr. Dre.
you know, like we look at, and I hate to say this, I gotta agree with them. Like on the West Coast, everybody's gonna know Quik. Everybody is. But I do see, like, you know, sometimes like you go just nowadays, because even on the East Coast, a lot of these people, they missed that train. They missed that era. So they still get familiar with it. Like, unfortunately, it's the same way with, like, you know, Warren G. I love Warren G as an artist.
Man.
You know, but
that's just how artist to open up for it. And he's really, really humble too.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, even Spice One. I love Spice One, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who Spice One is now. It's wild, man.
Shit. Shout out to my pops. My pops put me on the Spice One at like, what, 8, 9? You know what I'm saying? So the only time I could really curse was in the car with him when we were listening to Spice One and Scarface. E-Ball and
Like
MJG.
all of us music heads, when we hear a song, we'll know if that's Quik or whatever. But a lot of people that are just not educated in music are not going to know that.
Right.
You know? And I think that's what that tweet meant, was like, you know, finally someone has something to say, you know, have balls to say it, you know, and just put it out there. I just don't feel like he gets the credit or his flowers.
Real quick. I don't mean to interrupt, but Jess, you know, because you're a music head, for the DY3 family out there that don't know, Jess is a music head. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about DJ Quik?
Oh, what happened to Quiz?
He left. He's always leaving them.
No, I was just gonna piggyback off of what he said. DJ Quik is he does things from scratch, you know, like that's the best thing. You cook from scratch, it tastes good. You listen to music from scratch, it sounds beautiful, you know what I mean? So you really have to have a skill to do that, you know. Dr. Dre is cool, you know. He is very talented as well, you know, but I don't think he plays any instruments.
He plays piano.
Oh, okay. Timberland too. He's good too, you know. But I don't know if he plays any instruments either.
Not sure about Timberland, but I do know Dr. Dre plays piano, and he think he plays something else. So essentially, like Quincy Jones, a lot of people call not DJ Quik, but Dr. Dre the Quincy Jones of hip hop. And it's because Quincy Jones essentially, like, Michael Jackson, what people don't know is that Michael had already had Thriller already written and produced, or he had the beat and everything, and it sounded one way. He took it to Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones took it, scripted. Okay, we're gonna add some bass here. We're gonna do this a little different. We're gonna put some horns here. It's the ear. That's what makes Dr. Dre dope. Is basically essentially the ear, because he can conduct. He's a conductor. And and I think he's even took the time to study Dr. Quincy Jones. So I'm not gonna let anybody take anything away from Dr. Dre, because again, we're talking about beat makers, whatever, cool. But Dr. Dre, he will elevate your sound. And one of me and her favorite albums is the Marsha Ambrosius Calabasas album, and Casablanca. I think that's what it's called, Casablanca. That album is pure genius. You know what I'm saying? And it's produced solely by Dr. Dre and his team. You know what I'm saying? So he is the conductor. But just like I said, with Tupac was dope, you know what I'm saying, with Strictly, with Tupacalypse Now, with Me Against the World. When he got with Death Row, even with the song with California Love, which was produced by Dr. Dre, when DJ Quik sat there and touched that album, he mixed it. So he's taking this sound and elevating this and doing that. I mean, sonically, he had Pac sounding great. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for me personally, if we're going to sit here and end this, because we got to go to the next topic, DJ Quik, Dr. Dre, I'm going to say both. But I'm going to say
most definitely,
because Dr. Dre has more hits. But DJ Quik has been the silent conductor behind the scenes. So, Dr. Dre, definitely next up there. If you're talking about pupils, DJ Quik, Warren G, Daz. Hands down.
No, absolutely. Just real quick. I don't think this, they may have framed it like that, but I think West Coast as a culture, we were never saying one or the other, right? It's possible to elevate somebody who's kind of been in the shadows without tearing somebody else down. But I think the comparison was just used to establish like he's up there in that realm with Dr. Dre. Like when y'all think, when y'all hear DJ Quik, just know he's up here on that Dr. Dre level. It wasn't never like, oh, nah, we don't want to hear Dr. Dre. We'd rather have Quik. I don't think that's the conversation. I just think like people are saying, no, he needs to be up there with the Dre's and those West Coast pioneers as well, not either or. So that at least that's not my conjecture. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that because I love.
I think that's pretty accurate, actually. I mean, it's just like I say, he just doesn't. To me, I'm not saying he's better than the other. I'm saying he just doesn't get noticed or get the credit he deserves. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. So,
very be true.
But on my last note, first DJ Quik album I ever had was The Safe and Sound, and he's the reason why I went through high school, everybody not eating the pussy because of that track. So all you ladies blame him.
Okay, another rule I forgot. Let's not try to be too vulgar because we do have audience out there. We have a variety in our audience, but I get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just say cookie, juice box. You know what I'm saying? We're not too. You got questions over here choking. You know what I'm saying? So we got ladies on the cast too. You know,
I love black. You know what I'm saying?
There's another DJ Quik song that
I don't got a mustache.
That's probably why, Rob.
Sweet black. You got
all that extra breast milk you was drinking over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so ice cream. Hey, so my opinion, DJ Quik versus Dr. Dre, who's better? Both. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put Dr. Dre slightly, you know, only because, you know, again, he's a family friend, you know what I'm saying? But again, he's Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? He got hits, but both of them.
Two West Coast legends, man. Leave it at that.
Both.
Yes.
Both. All right, y'all. So we're gonna play some more. Yeah, then we're gonna get into it because we had a heated debate. So we'll be right back.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The nearest green distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
Best Soul Food Kitchen is back, out with their $10 plates. You haven't lived until you tried Melba's Soul Food Kitchen chicken, which in biting into 5 pieces of fresh, hot, juicy chicken that's just bursting with flavor.
What's chicken?
Too much. Ain't everything much. That's Melba's Soul Food Kitchen. You can never have too much chicken.
Yeah.
You're wasting time.
All right, y'all. We are back. We are back. So make sure you cop your Be Great Fridays Before 8 shirt at kingtheory.com.
Hey boy, that is true marketing genius, man. I'm not even mad at you. I'm not. That's the one.
Jess has officially took away my cup.
Man, you were still touching it? Yeah, take that cup from him, Jess. Push Uncle Nearest pretty far. You know what I'm saying? Away from him. You know what I mean?
She's just over there like,
so we can finish the show. You know what I'm saying? Get
All right, John.
Far away from her.
My bad, John. I was trying to support.
That's that 100 proof right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know. Ever since
we
they
drink
took
some
away
of that whiskey,
Bacardi
we're all making
151, I guess is the closest thing to it, right?
Oh.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, they did. All right, y'all. So we had an interesting show last week. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about ageism within dating, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we got on the whole topic of Shannon Sharpe essentially, you know what I'm saying, being fired from ESPN, and Quez brought up a whole thing about accountability in women, which was dope. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Gary Owens, who makes a claim saying that it's more acceptable for a black man to date a white woman than, you know, for a black woman to date a black man. However, you know, I'm just totally
boy. Move that cup, Jess.
Yeah.
Move that cup.
Already taken.
Away from him.
This is the first time I'm going to put something back to the real estate.
It's more acceptable for a white man to bring home a black woman than it is for a white woman to bring home a black man. That's the topic.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
I got your back, boy. You know what I'm saying?
You always do, man. I appreciate you, man. Forgive me. Yeah. All right, y'all. So with that being said, dang, man, Uncle Nearest, man, I got to get y'all for this one. All right, y'all. So which one do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about the Shannon Sharpe and the lack of sexual control, or do we want to talk about the Gary Owens statement?
I think we should go to Gary Owens.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think Shannon Sharpe, I think he's had enough, man.
Yeah, no, we're still going to touch on him.
Yeah, we can touch on it. But
I got a good clip. So we'll do 15. Well, I don't know if we got 15 now. But we'll do half and half. We'll try to get, you know what I'm saying? So
let's get it.
Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? So here goes the clip of what Gary Owens said.
Always like that. It was always like that.
Yeah, always like black
Well,
women.
were your parents ever like?
I don't really. Nah. I didn't really care about it. I'm not fucking them.
Well, I mean, I understand that. But you know,
You probably saying your parents racist. Is what you
no, I'm just saying a lot of times white parents, don't necessarily want to see their kids with other.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
I do
Keep the white
think,
race strong.
I will be honest. I think it's a lot easier as the son bringing a black girl home than a white girl bringing a black guy home. That would hit different. So that's different.
That
so to say one of my sisters brought a black guy home, the response might have been a little different. Bringing a black girl, like, all right.
You tapping that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's real shit, though.
I think it's a much easier shock if it's the white guy bringing a black girl home.
All right, y'all. So with that being said, do you agree with what Gary Owens said, or do you disagree?
All right, so I mean, I'm not a white girl, so I don't know what they go through when they get brought home. But I'm gonna say off of what I've seen, he ain't lying. I'm like, from what I've seen and what I see go on to other families, and just know how it is. I don't know how you say that politically correctly, you know, but I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's lying at all.
I don't either. I think Hulk Hogan proved that point. You know
Yep. Yeah. It's a nasty stereotype too. But yeah. I just don't think it's just the Clear families though. I think I commented on that too. Yeah.
No, it's not. Hispanic families react in the same fashion.
Yeah, don't necessarily be tripping.
Yeah,
I know that.
Asian community. Yeah, I don't think it's just solely solicited to the Clear community. I think there's a lot of communities where if their daughters brought home a black man, there's going to be a different conversation. Where in terms of if their sons brought home a black woman, it's more of a damn son, how you pull that off type conversation. It's shock, but it's not the same kind of shock. I think it's more of like, damn, bro, you did that, man. How the hell you do that? Compared to not my baby girl. You know what I'm saying? I got daughters too, so I understand like when certain people come around, you're like, oh hell no. No, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't no way. So but I don't do it based on race, you know what I mean, me personally. But I could see how that conversation could be totally different in the household depending on which gendered child brought home the black person. If you understand.
Yeah, I mean, look at there's Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Mm-hmm. Then there's Get Out. Like, I mean, there you go.
Well, Roscoe brought.
God damn, what is this shit?
She was light skinned, but she brought home a chocolate woman or a caramel woman. Just what are your thoughts?
Sorry about the cousin.
Shit.
I was talking about
spit my drink out, bro. Relax. Go ahead, Jess.
I agree with Quest because for some reason the black man is still looked at as negative for some reason. I don't know why in other cultures. So yeah, I agree with Quest.
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, truly,
like clip that up.
Hey.
Maybe like in the 8th grade, you know, I dated this. I went out with this girl who was half black, half Asian, and you know, I had a huge crush on her. We actually be my girl and everything. And I think once her mom found out, which her mom was Asian, her mom got mad and like nearly like slapped her. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying, to where it's weird because she even, I think as of now, I think she's married to a Caucasian guy, you know what I'm saying, to say the least. So I don't know. I've kind of experienced that a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to where like, you know, skin color definitely plays and play into definitely, especially different cultures. But I don't know. So I might have to agree with him to a certain extent. I wish I had more people on here who definitely were in interracial relationships to kind of give their spill on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, like Melvin, you know what I'm saying, to kind of give his spill. But I don't know. I kind of see where Gary's coming from.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, at the end of the day, it always comes down to individual families, right? I think what he was speaking on more is like, kind of a consensus, like social norms. You know what I mean? And like just said, for some reason, in still in our society in 2025, there's so much negative imagery of black men that it's kind of like you almost don't want to blame them, but then you still got to hold them accountable. Like, come on, bro. Like if we show people the bottom 10% of a community for years and years and years and years, and made that the standard for that community, we could do that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many prime examples of successful, well-mannered, goal and oriented driven black men out here that we shouldn't all be held to the esteem of the Pookie and the Ray Rays you see on the nightly news doing some bullshit. And I think we're the only community that's held to that standard, right? Like, because there's crime everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Every community has some individuals that do some nonsense, but for some reason, when it's black men, they're held as the poster children, or the they're held as the what I'm saying, the warning label for all of society. Like, oh yeah, see, this is why you shouldn't be around black people, because of this one individual who did some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Compared to society looking at everybody else based on the merits of their actions. We get prejudged a whole lot more, in my opinion. Once again, this is my opinion, but I think that's why that kind of happens. And if you don't ever interact with the opposite community, you never know the difference, right? Especially in 2025, there's too many people living in their own bubbles. You know what I mean? And like Method was saying earlier, in San Diego, we had the opportunity to involve ourselves with so many different communities probably before high school. That's when it kind of changed. But up until high school, you had Mexican homies, you had Asian homies, you had Samoan homies, like everybody co-mingled. You got to high school and it kind of turned into a like clique type situation. Like, oh, no, we over here doing this and we over here doing that. But for the most part, we all had the chance to experience being around each other's cultures, families, and interacting on that level. You know what I mean? But now everybody's just in their little echo chambers, believing what they want to believe. And unfortunately, black men, there's too many videos of y'all. Shit.
Why is name Pookie though? It's a nasty stereotype, and people, like they grew up that way. Unfortunately, bad parenting made it that way, and pretty much kept it that way. And I think it's bad on all cultures, but unfortunately, the African American culture is the one that gets stereotyped the most.
And women get it bad too. I have a friend who experienced it with her now husband. She's a little different age. She's African American, and the mother-in-law would not speak to her at all.
Yeah.
And I don't even think that she went to the wedding. Yeah.
That's wild.
That's a hard marriage to be in. But see, that's why you're here, Jess, because we can only speak as men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need your feminine essence on the topic, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, everybody can probably bring up a story of how it went bad. So
right,
you have it.
I don't know, just me speaking, like I would have cut my family off if it was like that. Like, I can't have that.
He didn't care, but eventually his mom did come around and now talks to her and everything. So
yeah. For me, like I want to we'll put a toothpick in this so we can come in, maybe take a deeper dive, because I want to know what makes a person feel that way to where I'm gonna cut off my daughter or son and not speak to them. And you know, again, it's like, what makes you feel that animosity for this person that you literally just don't know based off of their race? And you know, and with my family is a poster child. I have white family members, I got Mexican family members, I got Asian family members, I got nieces and nephews who are mixed. And you know, truthfully, you know, I love them all to shreds. You know what I'm saying? So regardless wherever they come from or their second half came from, I love them. You know what I'm saying? And I treat them all the same. I couldn't imagine somebody looking at somebody else and it's like disliking them because of their skin color. You know what I mean? So maybe there may be some inner turmoil that, you know, somebody has to deal with within themselves. You know what I mean? But love who you love. You know what I'm saying? Especially if love is coming from the right person, especially if it's from a different race. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to reject that? You know what I'm saying? Who's to say you will never find a love specific just like that? So, you know what I mean? So love is love, man. Love who you love, regardless. You know, everybody got their preferences, but if your children or if your people choose different than what you may prefer, then just know that that's okay too.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I just think, like I said, man, we're raised at a different time. And unfortunately, like, our parents or people older, they just see it, that's how their brain operates. You know, they just hate. You know, they just hate, man. Like, they just can't get right. I mean, whether they're racist or they got cheated on or whatever, but they inherit their bad experiences on people who haven't experienced any of that. You know, they prejudge a lot. So that's just a messed up way of thinking, and unfortunately, they just don't give a shit.
All right, well, you know, if you're looking for some better understanding, the ISIS Papers by Dr. Francis Cress Welsing does a good deep dive into this kind of topic. So I suggest people read that book.
Right.
All right, next topic.
So
we're running out of time. Man.
Yeah, we're running out of time. We got like
6 minutes,
like 9 minutes. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to show what Quez was doing roughly, you know, around this time, because he was hitting out some points. But you know, your boy Shannon Sharpe. Dang, you know what? We may have to put a toothpick in this because I definitely want to talk about this because it's really deep. But so Shannon Sharpe got fired for ESPN because essentially he settled with the OnlyFans model. And this is what Quest had to say to Adoration. That I put a toothpick so we can talk about it today. But here we go.
I need women to start holding these other women accountable. That's what I need y'all to do. Because it just seems like no matter the scenario, these women can never be wrong. That lady just hit a lick. That's what she did. She just hit a lick.
Wait, let him get it off.
Just literally, this was Pretty Woman in 2025. She just hit a lick. She found her rich nigga. She was out prostituting, found her rich nigga, got in his feelings, hit a lick, got paid, and kept it moving. Right now, for real victims, I'm always on y'all side. But I'm not going to take the side of somebody who just hit a lick. And as soon as you got the money, hey, guys, I'm retiring from OnlyFans. Bitch, OnlyFans ain't got no retirement plan. And we didn't care either way. I never knew you was on it. But that just put it in perspective that you needed to make that announcement.
I watched that. And I was in the comments. And honestly, like, and I kept saying, for that particular situation, I gotta ride with him on it. There's a lot of people, like a lot of big name people, like you're pointing out there. They get hunted, and they're not talking about that. They're not talking about the people who settled just because they wanted to go away, and they just want to like get it over with and let their publicists kill it. Like, they're not taking that into consideration. All I heard was, well, if you consider his past, like, he's a choker. That's what he's into. That's his kink. You know, I'm not kink shaming him, but I mean,
it's the lack of sexual control. So real quick, just say, hey, third, you're right. Rob can attest to this. I was at his show. He booked me in San Diego. I came out Literally, I thought there was 3 girls that are coming to VIP. There wound up being 7 more. And when they got up the stairs, they shot in different directions looking for ballers. So all I was saying last week was that, hey, these type of women are out here. They're hunting for men with money so they can take care of them, so they don't have to work. They don't have to face no responsibilities. They're money hungry. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And we as men, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have no sexual control, self-control, fall prey to it because you're dummies. Here goes the clip. Because we're going to have to put a toothpick in this and come back next week to finish.
We got to get Jess before you put a toothpick in it, though.
Okay, go ahead, Jess.
Yeah, he's just a horn dog. He got caught up.
Run the clip.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh.
Although I wasn't surprised ESPN fired Shannon Sharpe, I am troubled by a pattern I keep seeing. Whether you're in the spotlight or not, men are rising to prominence, then falling, not because they lack talent, but because they lack sexual self-control. Even in the streets, if someone wanted to set up a drug dealer, they didn't send the hitman first, they sent a woman. Why? Because the average man is enslaved by lust, and he will go wherever an attractive woman leads him. For it is even written, she seduced him with her flattery, and he followed her like an ox to the slaughter, not knowing it would cost him his life. My brothers, when your manhood is anchored to your libido, you're always one temptation away from losing everything. Unfortunately, some men won't hear the warning until they've already lost it all.
Bars.
Shout out to Wilson. Go ahead, Jeff.
Bars.
I was going to say it's easy to get things from a man who's a horn dog. Real easy.
Quick question.
You know what?
No, quick question. Quick question.
Because
she's absolutely right.
100%.
No, she's absolutely right.
No,
but quick question.
Absolutely.
So in the same instance, like someone like, you know, me third in MethodX, right? We have to separate ourselves from the Pookies and the Ray Rays, right? Why? Like, no, for real. Like, so what is the women in the community doing to separate themselves from the sexy reds and the OnlyFans chicks? Because to us, all y'all look the same. Just like y'all say, oh, all you men are the same, and you know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. So how do we differentiate the women on that side of the spectrum?
Okay, you know what?
It's a quick question.
Two-pick. All right, so what we're going to do, because we're running out of time. We got 3 minutes, and I'm not working overtime for y'all suckers again. You know,
oh my God.
I put in a lot of work. So I'm AI generating this show so we can get clips. So what we're going to do, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to end this show. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it right back. We'll run an extra like 10 to 15. Is that okay, Jess? Oh, no, Lord Jesus.
I just worked overtime, so I'm tired.
But look, do this, third. Clip that as the end of the show, and then we'll pick up next week right there.
No. Just give her 100 proof, and she'll be more relaxed.
All right, y'all. Hey, so with that being said, I love you. Thank you for supporting Facebook, YouTubers, all that. I love you. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna try to bring it back. Extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes, please, y'all. Please. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a good question, Quest. All right, I just don't feel like working overtime like I just had to.
I feel you.
I'll explain it to you later, Quest. You'll understand when I tell you.
Oh, I know what you want.
All right, y'all. Hey, so with that being said, we love you. We'll probably see you right back. Peace.